Now, from across the tri-states, this is KHQA Sports.
And tip-top of the evening, everybody, and welcome to your first full-fledged football sports final of the fall campaign. Now, I sit around for 48 hours, I create shows, we figure out what we're going to do, and then Mother Nature is a cruel and mocking mistress, and everything goes awry because we had games tonight that didn't start until 9:30. How's that for fun? Well, it's officially quorum, though, tonight, as Western Illinois and Southeast Iowa join the pigskin party. And thanks to the good work of our friends in the Show Me State last Friday, the joint is already jumping here. So, Gate City, come get some love. Big night tonight at Calvert Stadium. The Chiefs debuting against Central Lee, but more than that, it was green out night, as our good friend Maddie from Donaldson and many who suffered and are afflicted with cerebral palsy were celebrated tonight and also honored. Really neat for Maddie. She got to be an honorary captain tonight. They unleashed green balloons, and then the Keokuk defense unleashed hell at my command. Jacob Bolts on back-to-back plays. Are you kidding? What great defense from him. And then check out the stop here by Dakota Shaw to force a punt out of Central Lee. Facing 3rd and long in their first possession, the Chiefs looking for something. And how about this? Nick Shepard, new quarterback, hooks up with Colton Marlin. Gone fishing. 60 yards in for the score. And that, my friends, put Keokuk on the board at 6-0. Central Lee would try to answer before the end of the first half. Great stop right here by Austin Hughes. But Central Lee would get in, tie this thing at 6. Game started incredibly late. We're now just through the third quarter. Keokuk leading at last check 13-6. We'll update you with a final score either if it happens during the course of this show or a little later tonight on our website. Meanwhile, just up the road in Fort Madison, before I get to that though, we got a winner to tell you about this week in our Game of the Week call-in contest every Thursday night. Be the 7th caller, you have a chance to win. And our winner this week is Adam Hudson, who gets a Subway gift card and a chance to eat. Way to go, Adam. Now, here's that Fort Madison score I've been looking at for you, promising you we have a camera crew there. And Fort Madison at the half was leading West Burlington Notre Dame 22-14. So it looks like Todd McGacky's team really halfway to a really good effort. Again, a late starting game. We hope to have much more on this game for you, not only tonight, but we'll have full highlights for you on this and many more games coming up tomorrow on Overtime. And now, here's Will.
Well, to the land of Lincoln we go, where Quincy High would serve as the first opponent for the new United Township coaching regime, as former Jacksonville Routt boss Jason Kirby tries to breathe new life into the East Moline squad that hasn't had a winning season since 2001. As we take you to the score right now, Quincy High up 17-0 at half, like Chris said, along with the other games. We're going to have full highlights of this one tomorrow on Overtime, so make sure you check back with us. We're going to have those tomorrow. Quincy High looking strong so far. Now we're going to take you to Central North Green. Out to Camp Point we go. Brad Dixon's team fired up from the get-go in this one. They've been working hard all summer, and tonight was the night they put it all together. And Brody Bivens caught me by surprise right there. The sophomore takes this one 42 yards all the way to the house right there. He had 18 carries for $119 tonight. 2 touchdowns. The Panthers go up 6-0 as they fail the 2-point conversion. Central will be tough on defense tonight as well. Jason Dormier causing havoc in the backfield right there. They continue their strong pursuit. How about Trey Fleshner right here, one of the other captains? He was a freak show in the back as well. Nice tackle for loss from him. Central's going to give up a big play, though, here in the second. You're going to see Chase Lewis with a big run as he cuts this one out to the left, down the sideline, inside the 40-yard line from there. But Andrew Shake, he was a beast on defense tonight as well. How about Mr. Shake right here, just throwing running backs to the ground. Unfortunately there, Shaliko Thompson, he's going to punch it in from just a short distance after that. That would tie the ball game 6-6. But Central, they would wake up in a hurry as they go on and beat North Green tonight 32-6.
We've got more to pass along for you tonight from Rockford. Hope to have highlights of this game. Maybe it's better that we didn't for Q&D's expense. A top 5 battle in Rockford tonight as Q&D takes on Rockford Lutheran. This game was called at the half and Q&D was not competitive in it. We've heard all week about James Robinson, the outstanding junior running back who may be the best in the state for Lutheran, but actually it was the Lutheran passing game that gave the Raiders fits tonight. Again, that game was 36-6 at the half. They stopped it then. Q&D's only touchdown on a Welper INT that he picked off, intercepting a middle screen, and that's the way it ends. Q&D loses their opener 36-6. Meanwhile, up in Rockford, in a game that has just resumed, it is Illini West leading now 26-0 over Rockford Christian. In that game, Austin Kerfman now 4 rushing touchdowns in that ball game for you as well. Let's take a look at some other scores in the West Central Conference and an updated score. Bartonville Limestone in Bartonville leads Macomb. This score now 20-7 in the fourth quarter. Big news, though, for West Hancock. They are off the schneid after going winless last season. Look at the Titans, a 34-0 win on the road, and we'll have much more on the Titans coming up for you next week. Huge victory for that ball club. Congratulations to them as well. Got more to check with you now. Tough night for the Brown County Hornets as they go on the road and they get laid out by Greenfield Northwestern. 36-12 was your final in that ball game. Unity Payson, they are the victims of, wow, look at this. Alex Ebbing, what a debut for the West Central Cougars as West Central gets the win 34-6. Alex Ebbing next week travels to Brown County where he is an alum, so that should be very interesting, especially with Brown County reeling a bit. Also tonight, at last check, Routt was leading Calhoun 14-13. Don't yet have a final on this one. That would be a nice win for a Routt team that won only one ball game last year. And Triopia, remember last year, this was the game that set them off the rails. The Trojans are back. They beat a good Pleasant Hill team 34-20 tonight to get that done. Other upsets to tell you about. Jacksonville in trouble in the fourth quarter at home against Lanphier. That score is currently 26-17. More for you now. Bushnell, Prairie City. It's now Bushnell West Prairie. Take some getting used to. The Sparklones, if you will, with a lead on Biggsville West Central. This is a team that hasn't won in 3 years. Good for them with the lead right now. And Beardstown getting hammered tonight. Now 40-0 just before the half against South Fulton. Coming up tomorrow, this game rescheduled between Rushville Industry and Havana. We'll have highlights of that one for you coming up tomorrow, as well as Saturday start 1 o'clock. Free admission. Big one tonight in Northeast Missouri. Monroe City taking on Macon. Monroe City came out in the first quarter, seized control with a powerhouse run by Logan Minter right here as he ends up taking it down right there to make it 6-0. Then the Panthers riding the Tarek Garner show right here. An 18-yard sweep play. That Macon defense so good, but it didn't look like it right here. Great stuff right there to come. More to come out of the running game from Monroe City. Tara Gardner, not only good on offense, great on defense right here, as he's going to get the rip away right here. Taking the ball over. Fantastic stuff from him. And that, my friends, would lead to Logan Minter putting his team up 14-0 right here. Monroe City threatening the upset at this point, making it 14-0 at that point. Macon, though, accepted the challenge with a huge comeback on this one. Great plays like this Aaron Brown to Ty Simpson pass, which would later set up an Austin Harrison touchdown. Macon was down in this game big, but Macon has come back at last check to take a 23-20 lead. Don't yet have a final. If you have one, text me or tweet me now. We'll get you a final on air in just a second. Meanwhile, I can update that Calhoun score. Calhoun beats Routt 22-21. Will, you got more for me?
That I do. Louisiana and South Shelby.
It's still me, buddy. Let me take care of this one. Clark County and Centralia, sorry. No Cullen McKee tonight. No Jacob Trunk. Clark County undermanned, but that didn't stop Centralia. Logan Arbentrout right there to Nick Romine for a pickup on 3rd and long. Then Logan Arbentrout to Sam Hasekamp. 20 yards. Beautiful play action pass. Made it 7-0 at that point in favor of Centralia. Clark County powerless to stop the passing game tonight as Nick McCoy is going to get this 60-yard touchdown pass right there from Mr. Logan Arbentrout, and that was the difference in the ball game. Final count in this one, 31-0. Centralia ends up beating Clark County. Now you're up, Will.
We'd head to Louisiana now. South Shelby in town. Both teams looking to avoid going 0-2 on the season tonight. Early turnover from the Cardinals in this one. Cameron Lindsay, he's going to eventually come up with the scoop right here as he falls on it right there. Louisiana would be in business. Bulldogs, they would just hand it to Mr. Cody Brown. And Cody Brown, he was a load to bring it down right here. He's going to catch the pitch right here, gain a couple yards, and on the next play, Cody Brown, he's going to take this one all the way to the house. Leaping defenders right there as he goes on in. South Shelby's going to go on, come back, and get the W in this one tonight as they win the ball game 50-27.
Palmyra Bowling Green coming up in a second, but Brookfield tonight wins over Highland 48-0. Back to Will.
That's right. Palmyra Bowling Green going at it tonight as well. Panthers coming off their loss to Macon last week, and the defense stout again in this one. Panthers going to smother BG's franchise back. Adam Holt on 4th down right here. The Panthers would get the ball back, and they'd be deep in their own territory, and it was tough sledding from there. Logan Scholl looking left right here as he'd be in the gun. He'd be looking for his buddy Skylar Klein out there towards the skyline. How about this play from Jackson Ringhausen, though? get the pick right here. BG in business inside the 20-yard line. And Adam Holt, he's going to take this one all the way to pay dirt on the screen pass. But Palmyra, they're going to win this one in OT tonight, 22-14.
Let me rip through some more scores for you in Northeast Missouri tonight. Knox County getting the win on the road at Scotland. Brody Mowbray, 143 yards rushing. No score yet on Clopton, Elsberry, and North Shelby. Can tell you that Paris tonight got upset by Mark Twain, which ends a 17-game losing streak. Monster night tonight from Tyler Elledge, over 250 yards rushing. Wow, player of the week type category. And Van Far is 2-0. Break them up 22-6 tonight over MMA. You got some soccer for me, Will?
That I do. QHS and Glegbrook North. Tyler Gerst, big save early on in this one. Blake Wingerter, though, he's going to be the corner kick right here. And Braden Notes, he is going to head that one in. QHS goes up 1-0, and they go on by that score tonight. 1-0 over Glenwood North. Also, Q&D and Galesburg going at it in the Q&D Labor Day tournament. Raiders opening ceremony for their brand new field. 3 captains cutting things right there to get things started. Aubrey Reese getting Q&D on the board early in this one. Short corner kick. Reese, he is going to just fire this one. Far corner. They go up 1-0, and they go on and win by a final score of 6-0 tonight. All
right, that's all the time we've got. We'll update all the scores for you tonight as they become finals, because many of them aren't. Some of them are still in the first half. Gotta love live television. We had great fun tonight. We're going to have more football than we realized, or you could shake a stick at, coming up tomorrow on Overtime, plus softball from the Monroe City tournament, soccer yet again in this town. Got a little volleyball for you as well from in town and from Macomb. My goodness, the most loaded overtime of the year thus far. We've only had 2 of them. You can't pay for better sports coverage than that. We'll see you right here tomorrow at 10:30. Should be fun, my friends.